Good morning all, it's Therese Mc Auliffe here from Lighting the Way, and I'm here with your weekly guidance. So our beautiful angels are pouring around me right now. I have been in contact with them, asking them what's most important for the week, and I was drawn to these cards of light, the Work Your Light cards. And the first card I drew before I even came on here was boundaries. So really, where are you saying yes when you really mean no? It's really important to check in with the belly, check in with the gut feelings, because if you say yes and you really inside in your gut want to say no, resentment forms, and this then is a total energy drain. And it can also leave your energy field porous, so you become weakened and tired and exhausted with all of this. And when you do have clear boundaries and you say yes, you give unconditionally. And when you say no, you look after your own space. It just isn't right for you. So it's really important that you honor yourself and honor your boundaries, and people will respect you for it. So boundaries is the first little bit of guidance for the week. Watch your boundaries, okay? Check in, just check in. Are you saying yes from a place of knowing from your own center, or are you just saying yes to please somebody or to follow the crowd, or what is it you're saying yes for if you mean no? Now I'm just going to take one card from this deck, and this is the deck that I'm very familiar with my energy, but just one today from this deck, and let's see what the angels have in store for us. Oh, so it's focus. Okay, so that would go really well with the boundary card actually. So it's to have a very clear focus. What do you actually want? What is it that makes your heart sing, that makes things feel too good to be true? And this is what you need to put your boundary around. And don't let anybody ever step inside your personal boundary. So have a clear focus on what you want, and then you can set an intention around that. It's a very grounded card. If you look at the colors, like the brown, the rust, there's a green. So we're talking about base chakra stuff. We're talking about sacral. It's kind of an orangey tint there. So that's all about really anchoring and bringing your boundaries into place while you're here on this earth plane. So I'm going to leave that there. And Angel Gabriel was really tapping on my shoulder this morning. So I do have a Gabriel deck. But before I even draw a card, what Gabriel's real gift today to us is divine guidance. So again, when you set your boundary, you have a clear focus. You ask Gabriel, if you don't know where you're going, ask him for direction. And if you have an intention, ask Gabriel to guide you, so he will divinely guide you. So just one card from Angel Gabriel. Of course, he announces a lot of things as well. So classes, learning and teaching are part of your higher calling. Okay, so it's all about expansion really. So learning things and then teaching it to others, and this can take the form of formal teaching in a classroom or a workshop situation, or it can take the form of sitting down with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or a glass of water or whatever with somebody and just teaching them what you have learned. So Gabriel is here for divine direction, and he's really saying that it's time for expansion. So take those classes that you've been thinking about taking, and you can just emanate out your knowledge then to the world. So just learning and teaching, just remember that. So it's time for expansion. That's really what Gabriel is saying. Now I'm just going to take a surrender card. I know some people say the power to surrender, like why would you be using those cards? But it is so important for us to surrender and to release and to let go, make room for the new. So what is it we need to surrender? Because the surrender, what we need to surrender is our blocks really, and the blocks can be, they can be just anything. So let's see today what we're being guided to surrender for the week ahead. So here we go. Oh, there's two cards. Surrender procrastination. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. So climbing those steps, and it's a real heart energy in this card. So stop putting it off, what it is you want to do, and also surrender worry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. So I always say to people, if you just place your hand on your heart, it connects you instantly with the power of your heart. And it's easier to focus on the power of your heart if you feel connected to it. So especially if you're a kinesthetic person, just place your hand on your heart. And I think it works for everybody because your focus is on your heart when your hand is on your heart. And just bring the focus in. So it helps you to release all those worries because, you know, in your heart space, you have the energy that is so expansive and so filled with love. So just opening up the heart and letting that love and focusing on that, it just dissipates the worries. So you're surrendering them by connecting to your heart. One card for the children. I do have another children's deck that I quite like. I just haven't found it yet. We're still unpacking. We've practically everything done now. So we're 4 weeks actually now today in our house. So we've had a trojan amount of work to do, but we're almost there. Today's a day to put up the Christmas tree. So here, let me see. Okay, so this one is for the children. When I'm feeling lonely, I know my angels are with me. I'm never alone. I got this card recently. I'm not sure, was it a few weeks ago? And it's really important for us to let the children know that they are never alone and to encourage them to connect with their guardian angel, because the comfort that they will get from connecting with their guardian angel, it's very appropriate at this time when the children, you know, are being prevented from having play dates and all of that. So just allow them to know that their guardian angel is there to take care of them and to ask their guardian angel for help and for comfort and to know that they are never ever alone. So now just one last card and that's it for this week. So I have my Archangel deck here and I just want to see what Archangel is stepping forth to help us really to bring it all into fruition, to set our boundaries, to focus. Think about the classes that we wish to take. And, you know, I suppose goals for the new year is something that, you know, we all tend to do. We can have our goals at any time. Now, I do have a heart-based goal setting workshop on the 9th of January in person and on the 16th online. So it will be a fabulous, fabulous class. But we really do need to think about how we're going to expand. And for each of us, it's quite different. So ask in the heart now. Just let me feel the energy of these cards. Okay, where's that card? There's one here that's it. Okay, relationship harmony. Raguel, Archangel Raguel. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. You see that torch? See that flame? That's just pulling me straight back now into a dream that I had this week, and it was so prevalent. My dad, as some of you may know already, is on the other side of the veil, and he was actually pushing back all this barbed wire, pushing it out of the way to make a path. And the path was narrow, but at the top of the path was like a long, wide road, and all the ancestors started to step onto this road, and they were all carrying a flame. Some were like this and some were smaller flames, but they were all light, and they started to walk down the path, and as they did, it softened the path, and he was pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, but they seemed to step down. And I asked in my dream, Dad, you know, why are they all stepping down? What are they doing? And he said they're stepping down their vibration to come to earth, and they were just kind of going straight back up the other side, and they were taking turns coming down. So they were using their energy wisely. They were bringing light down to planet Earth, down for all of us. And they had to step down. They walked through this and everything softened, and he was able to make the path wider and wider and wider, which was a brighter path for us all. So that's what I see when I see this, and it's an opportunity for me to share that dream with you all. and it's about relationship harmony. So they may be intimate relationships, they may be relationships at work, they may be relationships with anybody. Okay, so everything is a relationship. So in a relationship with yourself, of course. So we angels are opening the hearts of everybody involved. Arguments and conflicts are now being resolved. So Raguel, connect with Raguel. Set your boundaries. Have a clear focus. Think about how you want to expand. Surrender putting things off. Surrender that procrastination and surrender your worries and anxieties. And let the children know that they are never alone. Encourage them to connect with their guardian angel. Even in their loneliest times, that's when the guardian angel can really step forth and bring comfort. Now, this is a generic reading. If you feel like a full reading for yourself, please connect with me. You can book it on my website, or you can connect with me and have a chat about it if you wish. God bless you, and thank you.